Welcome everybody to Jo's Art Cave. My name is Jo Williams and I want to lead you through a series of art lessons, and this is all due to the Fraser Coast Regional Council's Art Creates initiative, which I happen to be a very grateful recipient of the funding and support of that initiative. Now, I can't teach you how to paint and draw. And you see, what the thing is, you already know that, but you don't know. You haven't realised it yet. And my job is to put that key in your hand so you can put that key in the lock and unlock the door to your own unique creative expression. Uniquely yours. No one else has it. Now, to guide you through this, to get that key to that door, I'm going to use one subject matter, which I've chosen the gift parcel. Now, I've used the gift parcel a lot in workshops. It's my own unique baby, so to speak. And it's all due to Desidras Orban in his book, Understanding Art, which is sort of like my art Bible. He describes art as a gift. Now, in a gift, there's the wrapping paper, there's the box, and then there's the gift itself. Now, some people have the wrapping and the box, you know, all the techniques in the world. But if they don't have the gift, the wrapping in the box doesn't matter. And the wrapping in the box might be all the techniques in the world. You can go to every workshop in the world. But until you learn to express your own unique expression, your gift, you won't have the gift in the box. You'll have the beautiful wrapping, the fabulous box, and this crappy gift. Okay, so hopefully these things. Now, this gift parcel, it contains everything I believe you need to know wherever you go, discovering whatever genre you want, whether it's landscape or portrait or still life or abstract, it doesn't matter. There's always fundamental foundations, which are, you know, the composition, line, mark making, colour, rhythm, negative space, tone. All those qualities go into every artwork. The rhythm of the piece, the movement. So hopefully with this gift parcel, which I believe contains everything you need to know, you will discover all that and use that as a foundation to go on to your own art practice. Now, you can gather your own gift parcel together while we do this. If you want to go and gather stuff after I unwrap it and show you what's in it. Okay? So come with me on this great journey. You know, if I can't help you, I won't hurt you. And you'll be amazed at the end. Okay? Thank you. Okay, we're unwrapping the gift parcel now. I always find this, the unwrapping, really sort of exciting and sort of a bit sacred, really, because you don't know what's in there, which is a pile of things. Now, you can see, wow, this one, see, I just absolutely love this, and especially when the hessian gets caught in my button. But in here you have everything. So when you have textures, you've got hessian, you've got satin, felt, raw canvas, cork, gold wallpaper, corrugated paper, a beautiful shell, very, very organic, lovely shell, a feather, and a page of spiritual writing. Now, with this writing, with this page, you never know what you're going to get, but in this page, there's a straight edge, there's a torn edge, which you'll find in the lessons will come into play a lot. Now, with the pages, you can read something, read what's on it that will resonate with you, that's happening personally, or nothing may resonate with you, or it could be the number of the page, but it doesn't matter because really it's a shape, it's a tone, and it's text. So you can take those three things and incorporate it into your work if it's not, you don't resonate with what's written on it. But it says on this page, peace be with you. My peace I give unto you, can only be said by the Master to the beloved disciples who are as himself. There are some even among those who are ignorant of the Eastern wisdom, to whom this can be said, and to whom it can daily be said with more completeness. Up the top there, like it's because it's cut in, it's got separate his passions from his divine possibilities. Now I love that. Separate your passions from your divine possibilities. I could probably run with that line. Okay, so now the whole idea is once you get your parcel, you must use everything of the parcel. There's going to be something you absolutely hate, like you say, oh, I hate that hessian, or I hate. Also, incorporate the wrapping in it. So start a composition, get something that you love, just put it randomly or whatever. And you always got to think what hits among what. And this might take a while, to compose what you want, and you must use a string as well. Like I say, there might be something there you really hate, but you must use it, even if it's a little bit like this poking out. Okay? So that's that for now. We've unwrapped, we're going to compose, now we're going to start the drawings from it. See you in a little while. Hi everyone, welcome back. We're going to start the drawing lessons. Now, these quick drawings are to loosen up, limber up, like you do with anything. You've got to. I've just left everything open, so if there's diversions, because that's how it is. Music by Russell Morris, coming to you today from Joe's Art Cave. I always have music on. Okay, we're going to do continuous line. I'm going to start off with charcoal. There's two sorts of charcoal. There's vine charcoal, which is really, really soft, and there's this block charcoal, which I personally love. So the whole idea now for a continuous line is, you can look, but you just start anywhere. So I'm going to start over here and take my pen for a walk. And continuous line means, you see how you can't draw and create and speak at the same time. It's really weird, but that's how it is. So the whole idea of this is not taking your pen or whatever you've got off the page. You just stay with it and if you think, and then you can go, And the idea is to take in the whole composition. Now I know with these drawings, because you become fearful when you see a white page. You go, oh, what am I going to do? And am I going to destroy that, that in that page? But that's just fear. And fear, I have my own theories on fear. I think with the fear, what happened in aisle 10 with the toilet paper and the COVID lockdown when everybody panicked. Oh, you know what happens? It's the same as when you look at a white piece of paper to draw. You go, your bumhole shrinks, and you go, oh! It's like going on a little journey, which we all do. And as soon as you go on a journey, you become constipated. So that's what fear does to your body. It makes your bumhole shrink, and then you want to do some little thing like this. You do little thing like this in the middle of a page, some little thing. But what you really want to do is this. You really want to express yourself. So, and I forget where I was then, but that doesn't matter because I can just come back because it hasn't moved. My subject matter hasn't moved, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's it for the continuous drawing. Now I'm going to go on to the next page. Now this page is Oh, and I forgot to tell you, the first decision you've got to make when you do a drawing is set your composition up. And even in the setting up, you're subconsciously thinking how you're going to do it. Are you going to do it in portrait, or are you going in landscape? If you know, this is crucial, portrait, landscape, and we're working on cartridge paper, okay? So that was a continuous line, and now I'm going to do non-dominant hand, and with the non-dominant hand, which is my left hand, I'm going to use, this is big block charcoal. And the non-dominant hand is really, really interesting because it makes you feel like you were when you're a little child, because you lose a certain amount of control. And you know, if you've had a traumatic childhood, what's a really good exercise to do is to write a letter to yourself or to your perpetrator and do it in your non-dominant hand, because it takes you back there when you're a child and you're powerless, you had no control. And this is what this does, but you still sort of have control. As you can see, even my voice is getting softer. It's much more gentle, but you can still go in for the, you know. Interesting to see what each thing gives you. Like you can, because this is my non-dominant hand, I can lift my hand off the paper. Like before it was, oh, see, and things fall off. It doesn't matter. Get them back in. You can smudge with your non-dominant hand. But see, you can do big side things with your non-dominant hand. You can do really sensitive line. You know, there's all different things. Basically, it's just playing, limbering up. Well, you know, following that, I'm doing the shape now. Try and forget labels on these things. Oh, swapped over. Forget labels. If you got a label like, oh, you're going to do a vase of flowers or something, you know, and you think immediately, you think flower. Oh, I know what a flower looks like, but you don't know what that flower looks like. So you've got to actually look at it. But people don't. And I'm the same. Like I go, oh, and my mind says, oh, I know what that looks like, and you start doing the drawing without looking at what you're drawing at. It's insane, really. So, but it's what labels do. If you put a label on something, you already compact it into something, and it's not just your subject matter, it's everything. You label things, you diminish the thing you're looking at. That could be, you know, that's cultural, that's race, that's subject matter. It doesn't matter. We've got to forget labels, forget them, and look at them in a lot of tones and shape and colour and pattern. If you think like that, like look at that, like look at all those connecting shapes, colour, pattern. It's beautiful. But if you think, oh, I'm going to do a tree, and then I'm going to put a rock next to it, you know, that's bloody boring, and you've already squeezed the living daylights out of it. You squeezed the life out of the very thing you're trying to give birth to. Okay, well, we'll finish with that. And now we're doing, what are we doing now? I've written it all out, so, oh, not looking. So this one's not looking, so I'm going to use a pen for this. I use this one. This is a double-sided pen, so you've got a real fine edge, but I'll use this end because you can do different things to it. Also, what I wanted to tell you, every time you start in a different place. So if you started up there, the last drawing, stay down here. So you jerk your mind out of its patterns. So this is not looking, so I'm not allowed to look at all at what I'm doing here, okay? And it doesn't matter what it ends up looking like. You know, this is just, it's just a limber up exercise. It's not going to be, you're not going to, you know, it's not going to go to Sotheby's and sell for $1 million. But it could. It could. Because when you lose sight, not lose sight, when you forget about outcomes, the work becomes much more sensitive, more beautiful. And so I always say, never draw on crappy paper. Like if you draw it, this is just cartridge here, which is quite good, and I like the bigger the better. Bigger sheets the better. You don't want to be constipated with some little tiny little page. But some people like this, oh, I'm not going to waste my early drawings on cartridge or other paper. I'll do it on butcher's paper, because that doesn't cost nothing. So in their eyes it has no value, like another label, another perception. So they just let themselves go on the butcher's paper, and what happens? They create the best drawing, and as soon as they drag out the paper that, you know, whatever it is, cold press, whatever, they'll look at it and might have cost them $20 or $30, and they're looking at the paper and go, oh, what am I going to do on this? Because I spent all this money on it, and you know, I have to justify it. So what happens there? Immediately, bumhole shrink. That'll do for that one. See, I love that. So now we've got negative space. Now negative space, I believe, is the most important. It's the glue that holds everything together. It's a bit hard to get the negative space in here, and I'm going to use some Conte here. The Conte. So when you're looking at this, and negative space would be, there's this gold wallpaper here, the feathers there, the corks there, and in the middle is another shape, which is the raw canvas. But that is a negative shape because it's holding those three together. It's the glue that keeps things together. It's the shape that holds everything, all the suspense, all the inspiration, all the drama. It's like two people coming together on the big screen when you haven't seen, you know, they've been avoiding each other all the movie, and then finally their faces are coming together, and it's not their faces that hold the drama and the excitement. It's the space between them, the ever-shrinking space between them that gets more intense and more intense the closer they get, and then bang, they kiss and phew, it's gone. So negative space. So I shouldn't start down here because I started there before, so I'll start up here. And negative shape is sort of like it's a shape too. Down on the dark ways, it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain. That'll do. Like I said, all these exercises are really, really quick. Just take a break there, come back.